pretty, I wouldn't go back to her if she was the last person on earth right now. I'm really disgusted. I just can't believe I lowered my standards to friends. Because normally I wouldn't even mess with anybody like that. I don't know what attracted me to her. I don't have any idea. But I know one thing is she is blocked on every platform. She is talking. Yeah, she has been talking a lot of smack about me because people have told me. I have somebody who's in there messaging me all the stuff she says to me, and I've told them, I don't want to know. I don't care. I don't even want to watch her lives. I don't even go on to SP's YouTube. I gave Jeff $10 one day, yes, to help him. But I'm not doing that either because I've had a talk with somebody and they've told me the backside of Jeff, which I did not know. Okay, so they've kind of gotten me on the straight path with him. I didn't know that he was, he did that stuff too. But I do know things about Jenn that nobody else does know. I know Matt is moving in with her when he gets out of jail. That's why she's fixing the house up. No, I'm not. But I know that's when, you remember when she got that knock on the door and they said that she was approved? That's what she's approved for. He's allowed to move in with her when he gets out of jail because that's what she was waiting for. Also, last Friday, I don't know. Because I guess he's going to do his rehab one way and she's going to do hers another. I don't know. But she got it to where he was approved to move in with her. So, I also know that when she called me up and asked me for money last week to go pick up a dog, she never went to pick up a dog. That was all a lie. Because I called the animal shelter that she, quote, was going to get this dog. She never was down there. She had to go to Kentucky. So, I mean, to me, yeah. So she had to go to Kentucky. And when I called them, they said no, she never showed up. Then she was supposed to call me. I did, yes. I know. And I've made sure that it'll be very hard for her to get an animal now because I've called the ASPCA and they're going to notify every rescue, every store that, like the pet stores, they're going to notify all of them and tell them to check her background before her record, before they even let her take another animal. So I pretty much put an end to that. I don't think she'll ever get a dog, which is good. But I think when she came back, she was supposed to, I know she was. I understand that now. And you would not believe the weight that is lifted off of me right now. Because she would call me at work. She would call me, when I was dead tired and wanted me to do things for her. There's a lot of things I know about her that are just, right now I've been going through it and she's been lying to me left and right. There's a website she told me to go under. Well, I went under it and I went in and filled out a report on cyberbullying. Just because you fill out that report does not mean the FBI is going to research it. What the FBI does is they look into it and then they'll give you a status, and I called them and I said, so if I fill out this report, you're just immediately going to go get these people? No. They said, no, we look into it. And I told them about what Jenn was doing and then she was telling everybody, she's got the FBI after everybody. They said, we don't do that. We don't do that. If they find it legit, they have watched her. They've been in her live and they've seen how she gives her information away to people. So it is not cyberbullying. If she was in there and didn't give any information out to anybody about her personal, her phone, or where she lived or anything, they would go in and do something about it. But because she gives out all her information, they're not going to do anything. And I say, well, I was supposed to have somebody come talk to me, and they said, no, that was never happening. And if anybody, this is one thing that has been driving me crazy since she told me. Yes, he's going to move in after he gets out of jail. So you can better believe from now until the 8th, she's really going to hit people up for money because she needs somebody to give her a car to drive down there and get him. Then she's going to need the money for the gas and the car, and then she's going to supposedly need Ubers. But the thing that blew me away was she's accusing SP, Rem, Tina, Better Days, and someone else. There's 5 of them that she says at the FBI, because she went in there and gave them information that made them. She was accusing those 5 people of unaliving 2 people from TikTok, and one of them was Tara. And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "They've been trying to find these people, and because I gave them information, now they're going to go after them." That's not true. Because I asked. One, the FBI wouldn't give you that information. They're not just going to go and give Jenn that information. Because I asked them, and they said, "Well, we can't tell you that." And I said, "Well, she's out there telling people." And they said, "Well, there's nothing. There's nothing in that. That is not true at all." They said, "We don't go and just tell somebody, hey, we're doing a federal investigation on these people, and hey, we want to talk to you about it." Well, they don't do that. So that right there was a big lie. That had me kind of concerned because she was saying that those 5 caused 2 people to take their lives, unalive themselves, and I thought that was terrible. And, she was just sitting there talking about, laughing about it and saying, because of me, they're going to go to jail. And then she started acting like she was crying about it. And I'm like, I don't understand. I don't know how that happened, Also, the day that we found out that April passed away, 20 minutes before she found out, she was on the phone with me, and she was bashing April. She was telling me that she didn't like April, that April stole money from her. She was never talking to April. She blocked April. April was nothing but trash, and then called me 10 minutes later crying when April passed away. I was not the one. I did not hear what Keith said. She told me that April did what April did. That's what she said. And I am so sorry if it hurt Keith. I did not mean for that to hurt him. I would never say that if somebody hadn't told me. I just heard it from her. I had not talked to Keith, so I had no idea. And I know when I did try to talk to Keith about it, she was trying to get us to avoid the subject. So I don't know. I'm not sure. But I really do feel bad that I said that about his wife. Because I really didn't know. That was the first thing she told me when I picked up the phone. That she had unalived herself. And I was like, no way. At first I was like, no, that's not what happened. But she was like crying and all hysterical. And she goes, "Oh, you need to come on with me and you need to help me tell people." And I didn't feel right doing it because I really didn't know. I want to shut her down, believe me. And if she tells you, anybody who's in here that goes into her live, if she tells you she doesn't have any money, that's BS. She has money in her Cash App. They have froze her Cash App right now because I have her under investigation for deception, for selling me something, not sending it to me. They're investigating it right now. Yeah. She has money in her Cash App, but she can't touch it right now until they figure out if she frauded me because I bought 2 diamond arts and now she won't give them to me because she's mad at me. And that's fine. I'll do them myself. $60, 30 for each picture. But I did get my $50 back for Friday. Because I put on there to go get a dog, and that's when I told Cash App, they immediately took it from her money and gave it to me. She's going to. Yeah. Yeah, but I think they're still having issues with her Venmo. Venmo is not 100% to give her money back because they've been playing with her. The last time I talked to her, they were going to give her money, but then they refroze it again because they want everybody to go get their money back. Everybody who donated for that $650, they're still trying to get people to get their money back. So they're trying to get everybody to get their money back. They don't want to give her that money. They're really pushing it back further and further. So, yeah, but he is going to move in with her when he gets out of jail. That's what the whole thing was. And I also found out that the reason why her and April had that last fight was because I've been doing a lot of research this week, because she had money missing out of her bank account. She blamed me. Well, then when she went to the bank, she found out that April did it. That's what she said. That's when she called me and said it wasn't you, it was April. But what I found out was it wasn't me or April. It was her. She took money out of her own account and then went to the bank and said it was fraud. But the bank will not give her back her money because, one, nobody's been charged, and two, she can't prove it was either me or April that took that money. So she was pinning, the whole time me and April were her friends, she was pinning us against each other. Because she didn't want us to be friends because we would talk to each other. And I'd be able to find out what she's saying about me. Because when she first started talking with April, me and April were okay. And then when she broke up with her the first time they left, something happened. I think Jenn went and told April a bunch of crap about me, and then April just didn't like me anymore. And I don't know what I did. And I just said, okay, I'm just going to leave her alone. But I'm finding out so much stuff. I mean, but, yeah, she needs to be shut down. But it's just crazy. I mean, I'm waiting for it. My husband asked me to ask her to put him on the list too, because he said, if you're on the list, I can be on the list and we can take a mini vacation. I said, I'll ask her. But I'm done with her. The stress, the aggravation she caused me was more than I ever known. I have not talked to her since this whole thing went down. I went into her live one day and said, it's BS what you said about Teresa. It's not true. And she pushed me out. And I said, that's good. And I haven't even tried to go watch her. I don't even want to be part of her life. I found something today on TikTok, and this reminds me of Jenn so much.
Who are you?
We're here to make your life more fun.
Oh, no, I don't think I can find it. Oh, no, it's not there anymore. But she was a big weight on my chest. She did as much as she could to try to ruin my life. She always blamed you guys for ruining my business, but I think it was her ruining my business. She was always, like one minute she'd be mad at me, and the next minute, I would get... No. She got that all on her own. I had nothing to do with that phone. But there's a lot of things that you all think I helped her with. I didn't. I don't know who else is helping her. There's a lot of things I didn't help her with that she got all on her own. But she would just be sitting there. There was a couple times... Yeah, she has 2 phones now. There was a couple times that she would call me and ask me, be sitting there talking to me and saying, hey, I need this, and I need this. And would always talk about how she needed money. Yeah. And I wouldn't speak up and say I'd give it to her, and then she'd get real short with me and hang up. And then she'd call me back and tell me, well, so-and-so gave me some money, so I'm okay. Like trying to make me feel bad. But I didn't let that. And I think she does that to other people too. Like she'll call Angela and say, oh, I need this, and Angela won't give it to her. And then she'll call Angela back and say, oh, I don't need it, Teresa gave it to me. See, I think she plays us all against each other. And one thing I got to say to April and Brandy, you guys need to wake up. Because she does not talk good about you. She was telling me, yes, totally. She would sit there and talk bad about Brandy and April because they never donated to her. Whenever she would go and ask them for money, they would say no. So they were just friends. They were, yeah, absolutely. They would not give her a penny. Everyone, I think Brandy gave her money one time, but that was it. But see, April told her straight up a couple months ago, I don't have money to give you. I can't give you money. So, but she would bitch to me about them not helping. Yeah, I am. And that's a good thing about it. My husband's even noticed it. I went and talked to my doctor because I have other things I have to do. It's April S. It's the one that's one of her minds in there. But she uses them. I mean, when I went to the doctor's last Friday, talked to the doctor about it, So the doctor said to me, just tell her you can't do it anymore. You need to back away and see where she ends up. And she goes, I guarantee you she's going to, throw you down and say, well, hello, Deanna. And say, because you're not going to be there giving the money. And she was absolutely right, She didn't even give me time to call her and explain to her what was going on. I know. But they're going to get burned because she's not a true friend to either one of them. She talks bad about them. She talked bad to them about me, and I'm like, well, I thought you were all good friends. Well, yeah, but they don't give me anything. Not everybody can give you money. But she is emotionally draining. I'm telling you, I didn't know when my phone was going to ring and it was going to be her. I called her sometimes because she would call me and I didn't answer the phone. Or especially after what happened that Tuesday, I just wanted to make sure she was okay. So I would call her once a day and make sure she was okay. But, yeah. I mean, but I've decided that this is enough. I've had enough of her. I don't even watch her anymore. I don't even pay attention to her. She's saying things to people that aren't really nice. But, I mean, things about me to people. I mean, I don't know how you can sell diamond art that you already sold to somebody, but that's a bad business person. Yeah. Oh, I have proof. I have it on the phone. I mean, not on my phone, no. It was conversations between me and her. She wasn't happy with you two because you don't give her money. I don't know. I got 50 of it back. The rest of it I'm not really concerned because you know what I'm going to do? I'm just, I'm going to just let it be a lesson.